everyone, and welcome to the Futures Group podcast. You are joined here by me, Claudia, the Senior Marketing Officer here at Futures Group.
And me, Zoe, the Marketing Apprentice.
What a brilliant way to kick off the first week of Foster Care Fortnight. And in this episode, we will be meeting with one of our amazing Supervising Social Workers, Katie.
But before we jump into the episode, we would just like to say a huge thank you to everyone who is listening. We really do appreciate it. Please feel free to leave us a comment or send us an email to marketing@futures-group.org. We'd love to hear what you would like to hear more of.
So, Katie, welcome to the podcast.
Hello, it's really exciting.
Please, could you tell us a bit more about yourself?
Hi, I'm Katie. I am one of the social workers here at Futures for Children. I've been here almost 9 months, and prior to this, I was a children's social worker for the local authority. I did that for 8 years in child protection, and then I went on to do independent parenting assessments for court.
Brilliant. And for those who don't know much about fostering, what does your day-to-day job entail?
Day to day, we support the foster carers, so we provide regular supervision and ensure that they feel supported in their role as a foster carer.
Brilliant. And as we mentioned before, it's Foster Care Fortnight, but for those who don't know anything about it, this is an annual event hosted by the Fostering Network, which looks to raise awareness on fostering and highlights the need for more foster carers.
So this year's theme is Fostering Communities, which looks to shine a light on many ways which people across the fostering community can support one another.
Katie, firstly, how important do you think Foster Care Fortnight is, and how important is it for us to find more foster carers?
It's really important to raise awareness about fostering in general and how important it is as a role to support vulnerable young people. They often provide what the children have been missing, which is a loving, stable environment so they can actually be children and thrive.
Yeah, definitely. I think Foster Care Fortnight really is the ideal time for people to gather more information about becoming a foster carer, the benefits and the difference that you can make in a child's life.
Yeah, I agree. Katie, what advice would you give to people who are considering fostering?
I think the advice I would give to foster carers is to be open and have good communication. That's really, really important. And fostering is seen as a profession, so there's things that you'll need to be aware of, such as you need to record information, you need to support young people in having contact with their birth family, and you will need to do courses to ensure that you develop your skills as a foster carer, which will give you more confidence in your role, so there is a reason for it.
And the courses that you mentioned, they start from the first stage of fostering, don't they? Because we have the Skills to Foster course.
Yeah.
So you don't come in unprepared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we need to make sure that you are prepared for your role from day one, and that is something that we do at this agency.
This year's theme is all about how fostering communities support each other. From a social worker's point of view, how do we support our carers and young people?
It's really important that we support carers not only professionally but emotionally as well. So sometimes foster carers will present concerns from the children, and obviously we will want to chat through those concerns with the kids to make sure that we've understood the situation correctly, so then we can help advocate for them during their meetings. But we provide regular supervision and have an out-of-hours number as well to call for support when required. Another part of our role as Supervising Social Worker, here at Futures we will attend all meetings with you just to make sure that you feel supported and confident in your ability to advocate for the child.
Yeah, that's good to know for people who are considering fostering, to know that, throughout their whole fostering journey, they're not alone and they are supported in every way we can.
Yeah, you will never have to attend a meeting on your own. Sometimes you might want to, but just know that the option is always there for us to attend that meeting with you.
So do you get to meet with our children and young people?
Yeah, we see young people as part of our role it's really important to ensure that they are happy in their placement and that they feel supported and confident that their views are recognised. One young person I was working with actually didn't feel supported by the local authority, and he got really upset. So we sat and talked to him about how he was feeling, and then referred that to the local authority to help get an advocate. So now he has an advocate that meets with him before every meeting, and she will attend all the meetings to ensure his voice is heard as part of that meeting.
That's brilliant. It's so important that their voices are heard, you know. You're there to support the carer, but also it's so good to hear that you're also so involved with the children and young people as well.
I think that's one thing that's quite a big difference between local authorities and private fostering agencies.
Yeah, definitely. Level of support is generally higher with agencies. You know, our supervising social workers, like Katie, have caseloads that are lower, which means they can spend more time dedicated to their foster carers and their families to support their individual needs.
Do you think you could share a bit more about the requirements to foster?
So you need to be over 21 and have a spare bedroom. Basically, if you can provide a loving, supportive home for a young person, that's the main requirements as a foster carer.
And for anyone listening who is considering fostering or would simply like to find out more, how would they go about this?
So you can contact our agency and get an information pack sent out to you, and our agency is great. They will give you a call and have an informal chat. There's no pressure to join. If you just want to know more information, you can contact us. But also the government have a list of advice on becoming a foster carer and what's required. And there's lots of blogs and podcasts out there about fostering. So
Yeah, so you can get in contact either by going over to our website, or you can send us a message on Instagram and Facebook, or you can give us a call directly. Well, thank you so much, Katie, for coming on here. It's been so lovely to speak to you. And thank you to all of you who have got this far in the podcast. We hope that that's given you a bit of an insight into fostering and what to expect when you first inquire. We have many more things coming up for Foster Care Fortnight, so please give us a follow so you can find out a bit more. And thank you so much, Katie, for coming on here. It's been so lovely to speak to you.
Yep, and thank you to everyone who has listened. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.